Hello to the group, John Sturr in Holiday, Utah. I'm going to do a review on this new ODENWOLF product. Now, I have a couple reviews on my website, or correction, on the YouTube, about the ODENWOLF knives. And ODENWOLF reached out to me after I bought one of their products. I bought the W picnic knife, which is probably the best product they have because it has a serrated blade, it's foldable, and you can use it for a multitude of things. It locks, has a liner lock, great stuff. But other than this is interesting because they don't have these in stock on their website anymore. And after I did a quick search on the web and on the Amazon, they're now sold by a different manufacturer and company, which I think is peculiar. Anyway, I sent an email to them. I haven't heard any response. Maybe he won't respond. Who knows? Love this. Okay, so this is the ODENWOLF Blade Professor. Hasn't been released on his website yet. It's a brand new product. He sponsors me, but he sponsors me by sending me stuff. And to his other myriad of followers, that's how he does his advertising, from what I can garner and understand, is that he sends products, people do reviews, and that's kind of, I think, his advertising budget. The ODENWOLF Blade Professor. Let's take a quick look. Packaging is great, good stuff. Has a manual, how to use it. It's pretty self-explanatory. There's nothing too crazy to try to understand. And here it is. It's a sharpener, basically a sharpening tool for your knives. And it has a screwdriver function too. So let me put this over here. It's got a sharpening stone for some hooks. It has, through this lever here, if I can actually use it, there you go. You got to pull it towards you. You pop it out. You have a bit of a sharpening rod for knives. It's made out of a heavy metal. I wish this was made out of a high-grade plastic because this thing has got to weigh about a pound. I don't have my scale with me. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating, but it's very hefty. It has a carbide a blade sharpener and a ceramic blade sharpener, which is self-explanatory if you've used those. Has a belt clip. And the other great thing it has, let me pop this out again, is it has a whistle. Now, for survival situations, I think a whistle is more important maybe than even a fire starter. But that's just me. Yeah, I would always, and I always keep a whistle with me when I'm out and about, because it gets the word out. It lets people hear you. Because I tell you what, if I'm in the middle of nowhere and I'm making a fire, it's bad. And usually, when you're in the middle of nowhere, you're not very far from much. Maybe unless you're in Alaska, or you're in Montana, Wyoming, or something, really in the middle of nowhere. But usually you're 1 to 4 hours walking from something. That's my thoughts on that. Everything fits nice and neat in its own little system and place. Sometimes you got to use some, pressure to make sure that the friction fit stays, which is fine. Oh, and let me collapse this. And it also has a screwdriver. So you can pop out this head, Phillips head, and then this is magnetized and it fits in there nice. So you can, have some kind of a Phillips head to do stuff. And I'm sure, obviously, you can get other bit types on your own to replace and fit in there. So I think it's a really great product. The only downside is how heavy it is. It is really, really heavy, and it doesn't need to be that heavy. My thoughts, because you're not putting tension on any of this stuff. I mean, and maybe through the process of adding these accoutrements, they needed it to be this thick in order to make it. The feet are rubberized, so it won't mar the surface of wherever you're keeping it going to to sharpen your stuff type thing, which is nice. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I don't know the price. Their products are very competitively priced. 30, 40. I doubt this is more than $40. I really do. It's so new, I didn't get any pricing on it, but you can look it up on the website. And I'll put a link generically to the ODENWOLF website, and then you can poke around and see when this is posted. But I wanted to get this out as soon as possible because he has a lot of users, and I kind of wanted to get more views than everybody else. And everything's labeled, Torx bit, diamond, whistle. I think it's a great idea. I really do. And I'm gonna put it in my probably put it in my tackle box, because I'm always wanting to sharpen hooks and things, and it's got a notch for sharpening hooks, and it's got this right here too, the ceramic portion, and that would be nice. I doubt I'll ever use the screwdriver. It's nice to have the whistle in case things get really, really ugly, but I think it's great. I think it's great that he's innovating and keeping things really competitively priced. I mean, crazy competitive. This right here was a $14 knife, and it's crazy good. Why? Because of the serrations. Knives don't have serrations, and if you have a knife with serrations, you don't ever need to sharpen it, ever. Full stop. I'm going to go there. You just don't, because it has so much surface area to the blade, and the cuts and the detents, everything. It's just, anyway. So here it is, the ODENWOLF Blade Professor. Great stuff. I wish him well. I thank him for sending me this to take a look at and review. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Cheers.